So last class we started talking about competitive firms, and we said that they're price takers, means they don't set the price, they don't have the capability to set the price, there's too much competition in the market. And then we said that their marginal revenue is equal to the demand. And somebody asked why was it equal to demand? So let me remind you guys that supply is equal to marginal cost in a competitive firm, and demand in any market, and demand is marginal benefits received. So if you check your notes, your previous notes, when we were calculating the surplus for the markets, and we were calculating producer surplus, consumer surplus, we said that supply is like marginal cost and demand is like marginal benefits received for every product. Now, for competitive firms, the marginal benefits received is the price received, right? For competitive firms, the marginal benefits received is equal to price. We also saw that for competitive firms, marginal revenue will always be equal to the price. That's why the demand curve is marginal revenue curve. Because demand in any market is the marginal benefits received by the customer, and for a competitive market, the benefits for a competitive firm, the benefits received is the price they're receiving. If we're talking about a firm or a competitive firm, the benefits they're receiving is the price they're receiving, and for a competitive firm, the price is equal to marginal revenue, which is why demand is equal to marginal revenue. Supply is equal to marginal cost. It was, it is, same thing. This hasn't changed either. The only thing is, before we said demand is same as marginal benefits received. Now we're saying that demand is same as marginal revenue received, which is pretty much the same thing. We're saying demand is equal to marginal revenue received is because we're talking about firms now. Before we were talking about individuals. Now we're talking about a competitive market, and within a competitive market, we're talking about a specific firm. Okay? So this is just something I wanted to explain you guys, especially Russell asked the question, why is demand equal to marginal revenue? So it's nothing new, it's the same concept, but now we're talking about a market and specifically a firm. And from a firm's perspective, the price they received is a benefit, and the price they receive is also equal to marginal revenue for a competitive market. That's all you need to know. Okay? Now, this is not always going to be like that. It will change when we talk about monopoly or a different kind of market, but for now, this is like that. So yesterday we said that in perfectly competitive market, price will not change based on output for any firm, marginal revenue comes from selling one more unit, and marginal revenue is simply equal to price for competitive firms. So basically, for competitive firms, marginal revenue is equal to price for competitive firms. What I was just reading is basically was saying that. Now, this is the market. Supply, demand. It's a competitive market. So this is a competitive market. It decides the equilibrium price, the price the product should be selling. Now, individual firm in that competitive market will sell for that price that the market decides. This is going to be their marginal cost curve or supply curve. Same thing. They supply based on how much it costs them. Supply is based on cost. Demand is based on benefit. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Don't do that. At the equilibrium price, the price that market decides, this is the demand. It's flat. It is equal to marginal revenue. It's flat because the demand doesn't change for the product. The price is what the market decides. It's a competitive firm. The demand of the product does not change. It stays constant, and it's equal to marginal revenue, the price they received, which is equal to price they received. When the price of the product will go up, like market decides that price will go up, suppliers will start to supply more because because it's costing them more, the price has gone up, and they want to make more money. Whenever price goes up, suppliers want to make more money, so they produce more. So supply will go up, and once the supply goes up, demand will shift up too. If the price goes down, supply will go down. Suppliers would not be interested in making the product because it's not a money-making product. The price has gone down, so the demand can go down. So initially, quantity was here, Q star. Quantity produced decreased when price went down. Quantity produced increased when price went up. The profit maximizing quantity is where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, or where P star is equal to marginal cost. So the profit maximizing quantity, if this is the price, the profit maximizing quantity is this, where marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. This. And So profit maximizing quantity is wherever marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost or wherever price is equal to marginal cost. Why? Because price and marginal revenue are equal, right? So for a competitive firm, the profit maximizing quantity is wherever marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost.
So marginal revenue is too high, marginal cost is low. So why don't we get many profits?
What? Sorry?
Marginal revenue is high, and when marginal cost is low, there will be a lot of profits. Is
A
it
lot of profit?
It
No.
is not maximizing.
No. Profit maximizing quantity means how much is a competitive firm gonna produce? So they're gonna produce up to the point where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. After that, they're not gonna produce. I'll do a numeric example and you'll see. So everybody got this. Oh, right here, sorry. So firms will do something if it increases profit. We all agree with that, right? And if marginal revenue is greater than or equal to marginal cost. This is the profit maximizing rule. Firms will only do something as long as marginal revenue is greater than or equal to marginal cost. So we said that perfectly competitive firms are price takers. They don't set prices. Same price for every unit sold. So let's say price is equals to 50. Quantity is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total revenue, which is price times quantity, you can calculate it. 0, 1 times the price is 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. The marginal revenue, which is change in total revenue divided by change in quantity. So for 0 it's nothing. For the first one, the change in total revenue is 50. The change in quantity is 1, so it's 50. For second one, change in total revenue is 50 divided by change in quantity, which is 1. So it's 50. And you will see that it's 50 for all of them. So that proves that it's a competitive firm. Why? Because price is equal to marginal revenue. Price is equal to marginal revenue. competitive firm.